So we have that set up. Let me just make sure that it's VLOOKUP, not just lookup. So we make sure that we have VLOOKUP there. We can press enter. So we can copy this and paste here as formulas. We can keep these borders in place, and then we can change the index here to be the 7th column. In this case, just change that index to be 7. Or we just supposed to be the 6th column. So we have that set up there. So we have here the average. We can toggle, we can switch here to the exit multiple. As you can see, it's picking up the exit multiple, and also it's referencing to that specific column. And then we also have the perpetual growth. As you can see, we can switch between these toggles, and that is best in our analysis. So essentially, we're going to be using this later on in our DCF analysis. So let us go to our DCF analysis. You can go to the tab here where we want to conduct our discounted cash flow analysis. So in this case here, we'll begin with the valuation date. We'll be discounting these cash flows heavily back to this valuation date. We will also have here the date for the net present value calculation. In this case, we are saying that the cash flows might occur within the year, so we're gonna be setting an average for those cash flows that should occur within the year. And also you will set your year fraction to say that if the cash flows between the valuation date and the first year of cash flow, if ever there is some time periods within those cash flows, then we will have to multiply that cash flow by that stop period. So we call that a year fraction. And of course, we already have here the EBITDA excluding stock-based compensation, which we already calculated in our financial statements. We'll just bring that in here. And also we have the free cash flow to the firm, which we will bring that in here as well. And then for the terminal value calculation, we're going to be using the exit multiple. We will also include our perpetual growth, which we stated a while ago. That is going to be based on the go-down growth model, and then we have the hybrid of both here. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing here. So let us bring in our time periods here. So in this case, let us set this to be the valuation date, which we named in our control panel tab. So we have that valuation date here, and then we had here the year after the year date after. We can also rename that here, and then going forward, so let us make sure that let us go one step back just to make sure that we are referencing to the right. So in this case, underscore the valuation date, and then underscore year and date after, and then going forward, it's gonna be equal to, we take the year, date, year, we grab this prior period year, we add 1 year to that, that's gonna be the 12th and the 31st of that year. So we can keep going by the end of that year up to the end of the projected period in the year 2031. So we have that in place there. So essentially, we're stating here that this is gonna be the end of the years of the fiscal year end, going forward to the end of the projected period. And then for the date for net present value calculation, like we said before, the cash flows may occur within the year. So in this case, we go by average, where we are averaging the year where the cash flows may occur. Again, we can fill this all the way to the end of the projected period. As you can see, we have here the average occurring in the mid of the year, in the year of August, going forward from 2022 up to 2031. So we have that set up there. And then for the year fraction, it's going to be equal to year frac, where we grab the first period, that is the valuation date, and the first year of cash flow. So we have the year fraction that we can fill this all the way to the end of the projected